Hello, good day. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Nigeria family. How you doing? It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Yes, it's a beautiful Merry Christmas in advance. It smells and feels a lot like Christmas. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast. It's good to have you on here. Uh, who would want a little update on what's happening in the beautiful city of Lagos? All right. Lagos is fine. Everything is going on just nice and smooth and sweet, and the atmosphere everywhere is just amazing. It's just amazing. All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. Please do well to like the broadcast, do well to share, invite someone onto the broadcast. Let us talk about the newspaper headlines. Let's look into the papers and see what's happening. All right. Okay, so this is going to be very unusual, but let's just quickly do this. Please give me just a minute to sort out some technical issues happening right now. While that is happening, let's go on a quick break. Who would like a quick break on our newspaper review? All right, let's take this quick break while I fix one or two things on here. Thank you very much.
Our great Nigeria is possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. And useful. Obedient and useful. Our great Nigeria is possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. For better infrastructure, for better life, yeah, my people. For better roads, yeah, for better hospitals and health, yeah. For light today, for everything to work for us, for Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. Obi for better Nigeria. Obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Obi, yeah. I'll be obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, Obi, get it, get it, get it. Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Middle Belt, Niger Delta. Let us come together for better Nigeria. Get it, for better life, yeah. For better health, yeah. For better road, yeah. Get it, from consumption to production. Get it.
All right. I think I needed to play that. I probably will be hearing more of that. If you wish Nigeria well, of course, I know you do wish Nigeria well, and you want to see the change, the turnaround, uh, here in our dear land, on our dear land. Any grammar we correct, patch it, please. We need to be reminded before we begin the discussions. Let us know that everything that we do here is for a better Nigeria. And as we race to the elections, we will keep sensitizing and, you know, ensuring or bringing it, putting it out here, the need for each and every one of us to vote rightly, and also remind us that to pilot our country, it is in our hands. We have to come together to pick the right pilot. It really determines where we are headed. If we would be going from bottom to underground, or from bottom back to the top. So please do well to join me by clicking on the link to participate on the conversations, and also you could drop your submissions on the comment section, whichever way. Please be involved. Welcome to this broadcast. Quite an unusual one, right? But welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for being on here. Please do also like the broadcast as we move. Yes, please take out time to like the broadcast. Also take out time to uh support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, haba, take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Thank you very much. And I think all protocols has been observed. Yes, all protocols observed. Greetings to each and every one of you, my panelists. How you doing? It's another beautiful day. Please join me and let's do this together. Thank you to each and every one of you, those viewing. If you are watching the replay, see, I am giving you a shout out from the start of the broadcast. How you doing? Thank you for being on here. A big shout out to you. Please do well to like this broadcast before you exit. Thank you very much. And do well to support us by clicking on the super thanks option. The super text is just beneath the screen. Please engage. It is very safe and it is secured. And also, if you'd like to support us, big, or I mean, nothing is too small, nothing is sure, too big to run to support us with. Please do well to. This is our account number. Do well to do the needful. Thank you very much. Thank you. And compliments of the season. All right, let's move on into the business of the day. Our first paper. Apologies to those on the comment section. Osagbovo, how you doing? Of course, I have to give a shout out to each and every one of you on here. How you doing, Osagbovo? It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Oji Osarabo. Yes, how you doing? Good morning to you too. Thank you for being here. Osage Daddy. How you doing, Osage Daddy? Good to have you on the broadcast. Good day to you, sir. Thank you. And of course, Mommy Diaspora, Mommy Dearest, Mama Dearest. Good to have you on the broadcast also. Umana Pamela, how you doing, my darling sister? It's good to have you. Oh, I hope it's a sister. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Gabriel Izoji, how you doing? No, it's not Izoji, Izoge. How you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. I think it's been a while. I'm excited to see you back on here. Please keep a date with me always. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on to the and please do the needful with the account details on the screen. Where is Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Kennedy, how you doing? Is everybody back home? What's happening? Where is Naomi Bella? Where are you, Naomi Bella? What's happening? Come on, please talk to me. I want to hear from you. Larry Obi, good morning to you too. Thank you for being on the broadcast. As you come in, please get seated and let's get very comfortable. Let's get started. To my panelists, greetings to each and every one of you. Please do well to join in on the broadcast early so we can keep to time. Please, thank you very much. And not just keep to time, so we have enough time for submissions, please. Thank you. And a big shout out to each and every one of you from yesterday. Thank you very much. All right. Star Kiss, good morning to you. It's good to have you on here with me. Thank you very much. All right. Let's move on to the topic, to the business of the day. Our first paper is going to be the Sun. Daily Sun, just by the nameplate, we have your sit at home order will continue to flop. IPOB mocks EPA. Enugu Assembly decries worsening insecurity. Mandates Ugunwai to deal with situation. Atiku Tinubu outdo each other on security economic plans. Court dismisses certificate forgery suits against APC candidates. CBN, BPA banks now run discos to discontinue 150 billion naira electricity subsidy. 2023 polls, IGP meets with heads of security agencies. NNPC earmarks 1.6 trillion naira to fix roads under tax credit scheme. gets $500 million World Bank loan to overhaul discos. How we succeeded in arresting oil theft, wanting NUIS boss. Customs raises the alarm over use of government number plates for smuggling of vehicles. Intercepts 15 with FIRS number plates. That's Federal Inland Revenue Service. Yeah. PDP mocks APC over candidates Chatham House outing. Apologizes to international community for what happened at interactive session. Minister slams Atiku over comments on Boko Haram. I don't have political axe to grind with Atiku, and that's from Wiki. Okay. That's that's. Let's see. Mr. Vine Maxwell. I'm fine, thank you. Good morning to you. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much. All right. So the Minister of Information, that was Lai Mohammed that said that. Lai Mohammed said to Atiku, how can you say that you don't understand the phenomenon of Boko Haram? Even me too. When I saw that, I was like, Atiku, I don't understand how you don't understand. Where Lai Mohammed with his full chest has come out to say that Atiku is one of those supporters of Boko Haram. Can you imagine? That's a daring statement. And ideally, the DSS should have swung into action, right? But as it be, they're just, they're going to say it is political season. They're going to say all sorts, but these are strong statements, and nothing is being done about it. Nothing is being done about it, obviously, because they already know this, and if nothing has been done, why is it now? These revelations are not coming now. But if we are saying we don't have evidence, if we are saying there are no proof, somebody has come out. Let Lai Mohammed show proof to us how Atiku is connected to Boko Haram, as he has said. The Minister of Information giving us an information, and we are going to just throw it away. So why then is he the Minister of Information? If you are not going to hold on to what it is that he's saying, it looks like everybody is just all bent, neck deep into the forthcoming elections, and other departments are not doing their own. They are not taking care of the country. Maya, don't do this to me now. Did I not try? Click on the link and talk to me. Did I not try? Ogo wine. I'm trying. Grace Manfido, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much for being here. So, of course, PDP and APC are still having their banter over the Chatham. Okay, so it is in line with PDP mocking APC over the Chatham and apologizing to international community for the national embarrassment that one of us went there, went there to go and went there to exhibit. And in lieu of that, the APC, what's his name, Lai Mohammed came out to say that in lieu of that. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of opening, but the DSS, the security force are not going to take all of this seriously, because if not, they're supposed to question Atiku based on waiting, based on what's his name? Why does his name keep skipping? Lai Mohammed said, all right. Let's move on to another story. So there is a story here. Customs says custom raises the alarm over use of government number plates for smuggling of vehicles. That is, people are illegally obtaining government plate number. One of the what is it called? One of the people caught, it also says that 15 vehicles were intercepted, and some even went as far as having the presidency's plate number. And they say people are, when you have connection with somebody and, you are using that your connection for illegal means, and they are using this because police and other authorities will not stop or, will not stop vehicle with this plate numbers, but they are using it for illegal. There's just a whole lot of screening and all that to do. How these people are getting illegal plate number just really beats me. How they are getting illegal plate number, but this, they need to put a stop to it. If the customs are saying these are being used for smuggling, then we need to do something about it real quick. All right, let's move on to another story. Yes. IPOB has responded, and they are fingering a man called Simon Ekpa or Ekpa, and right, and they are saying that he is, that his propaganda is sit at home order, and him, making it look like the chaos that is happening is by IPOB. It is not of them. So there is another faction. I think this is what some of my panelists here have been trying to say on here, that there's a faction in IPOB, and there's infighting, although there are external forces too, but there's also infighting, because the focus or the aim of this organization has been thwarted, or as they say, has been hijacked, and they are operating on another person's template. Okay, IPOB is here to say, see, this the gruesome killing that we've seen some days back, it is not of them, and they are calling out someone by name Simon Ekpan, saying that, see, this thing that you are doing and disguising like it is from us, it is not going to work. But I think it's going to take just more than, I think it's going to take just more than this to help curb what is happening. Since they already know who is instigating this, can we not have conversations? Can they not have conversations? Can it not be stopped? I think something needs to be done about it. And here we have Enugu Assembly decries worsening insecurity. Mandates the governor, I will not call his name again, mandates the governor to deal with the situation. When things like this are happening, and the governors are waiting to be begged, waiting for people to start calling them out before they do the needful. It's amazing. It's really amazing. It's really, really amazing how you just go there and you are not doing the very one thing that you should be doing. It's amazing. All right. Okay, it's still in line of with the forthcoming elections. The IGP again and again and again has met with chief heads or heads of security agencies to see how they can help. Yeah, to see how they can help and secure the people with the rising insecurity in in I was going to say in some part of Nigeria. Well, let me just say all over Nigeria, to see how they can cope, or how that day can be a safe one, how we can have a successful election day. I hope that comes to pass, and I hope that that is also given to us. And I hope that now that it has made it to the papers, it will be traced, and whoever is issuing out, whoever is giving out government plate numbers, the presidency, and can you imagine? I hope the person is correct. I mean, for this to be happening, this is not a small, this is not some small jobs, and the people involved. That's it. The people involved. It would have been a good time for them to trace them to their sources. 15 vehicles. That's a lot. Out of the 15 vehicles, somebody should be able to say something. That's a whole lot of numbers out there. All right, I will be moving on to another paper. But if you are just joining me, please take out time to like this broadcast. Thank you very much. Let's move on. Let's move on to Tribune. On Tribune, and here we have between 2015 and 2022, national grid collapsed 98 times. Senate president gives reasons why Senate is probing concession of Zungeru power plants. Here we have Fufore over stamp duty charges. Presidential spokesman says Buhari counselled Kazure committee approval to track funds. Buhari was lied to. Jigawa lawmaker. So are we going to bring back the CBN governor to come and start asking questions? Who lied to the president? Okay, talking about we have here abuse the naira and go to jail. CBN warns. They need to start making examples of these people, right? They need to really, 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 really start making example of these people. And by abusing the naira, spraying is part of abusing the naira. Tearing the money for any kind of stunts content creation is part of abuse of naira. So do well to educate yourself on the abuse of naira. There's a whole lot of monetary policies that are being made. There's a whole lot of upgrade that's that is being implemented right now. So you just don't want to mess with our naira right now. If you are caught, the law will deal with you. Large turnout as EFCC auctions 80 forfeited cars in Ibadan. Olubadan denies endorsing Peter Obi. Reps gives NNPC 7 days to end fuel scarcity. Tax NMDPRC, DSS, police to enforce regulated price. Decry high cost of living at 17-year high of 21.09% in October 2022. Attack on Inec offices threat to democratic governance in Nigeria. That's from the military. Here we have Ekiti Assembly crisis. Aribi Shogun, 2 others petition IGP over alleged threats to life. Demand full police protection. Nigerians lament delays, divided over process of PVC collection, wants distribution of PVCs at world level. Suspected ritualist removed 12-year-old boy's eyes in Bauchi. Yeah, this story came up, and some of the suspects are said to have been apprehended, and oh dear, that's quite the same. Please, let's be very, very careful this period. See, whether you believe in some things, whether you believe in spiritual things or not, please just be careful. Just be careful is what we are saying on here. And Nigerians, these are feedback from those that are attempting or that has attempted to get their PVC. Now we are going to even trace it back to even like the ladies of your view. Yeah, I remember one of them saying, 2 of them actually saying that they've actually tried to get it, but they've not been able to, but they will go back again and they will see to it. So now let's use the ones that we have heard, the ones that have said it on live TV. And now we have this other group of Nigerians that are saying that they didn't get it, they are delayed, and that the process is not that easy. Some were told to go and come back, some were told that their cards are not out, and they're like, but they said all cards are out, and if your card is not out right now, it means you're not getting. So being told that their cards are not out yet, what does that mean? So INEC should look into it, and they are also saying that they should have more time, or because they should have more time at the ward level. The distribution is going to be in 3 phases. The first one will be collected at INEC's office around you. Then the other one will be you'll be collecting it at your ward. And this one, they're saying that they should collect at ward level, that it is easier to collect at ward level. And I think we should. Well, you can have mount people there. I think we can mount people there, even if it is for a month, for them to be out there to collect their PVCs. It should be doable. It should be doable. It is easier for people to get it at their ward, and also even better because you know that on that election day, this place that you came to collect it is where you are going to. It comes up better that way sometimes. And then there's this story, and I'll be following up this story, and I hope that this story is not just thrown into the river to flow with the waters. Ekiti Assembly crisis. Aribi Shogun has come out severally. He has cried out. It is coming out again and again. The other time he said his life has been threatened. His life. He keeps saying this, and now it is in the papers again. The man is still crying out, saying that because he came to contest in the Ekiti House of Assembly, and that he has been threatened, that there are men outside his house. He has been crying out to the IGP that they should send security, they should come and help him. He doesn't want these people to, we are seeing it happening in the country and nothing is being done. No investigation, no justice, no nothing is being done. We just move on. And right now that everybody is just, there's so much focus on the forthcoming election. So let's try to do as much as we can. This man is said to have taken his family out of their home to go hide somewhere because his life is being threatened. I hope we don't read in the papers that this man was killed with his family, or this man was killed, and it's going to be really terrible because this person has been crying since last month. He alone has been in papers for more than 4 times. His life has been threatened, this, that, and it is coming up again. And so I hope the IGP, the heavy security will look out for this and begin to protect these ones. So it looks like the good ones are being taken out, and we have to speak up for them to be protected. All right, the Nigerian army has come out to condemn the attack on INEC offices and says it is a threat to democratic governance. Democratic governance? Nigerian army? Nigerian army wants to talk about democratic governance after what happened October 2020. They want to come out and talk about democracy. Wow. Okay, that's actually very brazen of them. Now the reps, well, it looks like the DSS ultimatum did nothing. Now the reps are also giving NNPC 7 days to end fuel scarcity. I mean, we don't pay for products now. So what is really happening? Well, they are asking that there should be a price regulation. It is not fair that some people are going all out to see to it that Nigerians are getting for, even though this for okay, like you have the likes of Total, you have which other one we have, NNPC, you have not rain oil. You have these fuel stations that are selling for like 170, 174. They're still selling the yes, they're selling 165. They're even still selling 165, but I tell you the queue there, bah. Hey. All right. And then there are the other ones who you can, even the ones that you go to, but you still have to queue. But these ones are selling. Sometimes these ones are not even open. Their gates are locked. But these ones that they are open and there are queues on there, they're selling for as much as, the last time I actually drove into a filling station was for 270. I can't remember. And I think it's over a week. It's a week now that I've not attempted to go through that stress again. So I don't know what is selling out there right now, but they're asking for a price regulation, and they're saying it is not possible because they're not buying from NNPCL, they're buying from private depot. When they buy from private depot, the prices are not even the same. And by the time it gets to Lagos, the pump price is not even what they had envisaged. So it cannot. But another body is saying that that's the is saying that NMDPRC and DSS and the police should enforce regulated price. That means these people will begin to hoard their products, or they won't even bother going sourcing for products anymore, because you will not expect people that are buying from NNPC at a good price and people that are buying from a private depot at such price. And these are the same marketers that are getting their dollar. They're getting dollar from black market, not even from bank. And you're expecting them to sell at the same price from the people that are getting. No, it's not. It's I mean, let's try to be logical here. If the reps are going to force these people, if they're going to get the DSS, police, and all of these bodies involved in this, it means that there's going to be shortage, because Ipman they are 80%, they supply to 80% of all stations in Nigeria, and it's going to affect them. Ipman has been in the news, they've been crying out, they've been asking, that the banks give them forex at their rate, and not at the rate that they're getting outside. And all of that has fallen on deaf ears. So it will not be fair, and it's going to tell more on us if that is done. Or NNPC should just come up and tell us what really is happening, because is there subsidy or is there no subsidy? And why are we paying for fuel at such exorbitant price? That's what we should be saying right now, and not bring up more rules or bring up more implement things that would make life more difficult than it is already, because that is what is going to happen if this goes on. All right, let's see what other story we have on here to take. That's it. Oh, Olubadan denies endorsing Peter Obi. Okay, if you want more on that story, pick up Tribune, page 24. It's on there. I think that's all the stories that we have. That's all the stories that we have on here. All right, that's all the story we have on here on Tribune. We will be moving to another paper, and that is the Punch. All right, on the Punch, we have mass rallies on local government autonomy to hold Tuesday. All right, Tuesday next week, Tuesday. Then we have here My Life in Danger, ex-Ekiti Speaker petitions IG. Nigeria leads in yam production, exports none, and that's by federal government. That's not just the federal government. That's from the president himself. He had some guests, and then he went on. I'm coming to give you that story. I'm coming to give you that story. Reps direct NNPC to end petrol scarcity. On 2023, Inec vows prosecution of voters, card buyers, and sellers. Commission insists on BVAS to combat PVC fraud. Police working with Inec to track riggers. Senate postpones hearing on cash withdrawal limits. Fake soldiers in court for terrorizing Lagos communities. Majestic Messi secures Argentina's World Cup final spot. Okay, let me take this Argentina. I think the last time I watched the World Cup, it was Nigeria against Argentina, and Argentina whooped us. It was the finals, and I remember I won't say I was so little then, so that you people do not begin to rate me, but I remember watching that match, and it was I remember the entire area. It was something else, and I became fearful of football, World Cup finals, and oh dear, the losing team. It is never easy, and that is the truth. I don't think they celebrate. It is the opposite of what is happening on the winning team, because they made it to that fight. It's not easy to lose at that stage, but they just have to say majestic Messi, and the rather sad picture of Ronaldo crying because his team lost out, and he said his World Cup dreams had been shattered. And oh dear, there are levels to this thing called success. One would think with the height and everything that he has attained in his industry, it's supposed to be like nothing shake nothing. It's good to see that no matter where you are, keep aiming. We never ever get to the top unless we are no more on earth. There is always more steps to take, and I took that from that was what I took from that. Keep striving, whatever it is you're doing out there, keep striving. All right, congratulations to the countries that made it. But how is it that we did not qualify for the World Cup? I never got to ask anybody. Please, somebody should tell me. But Anais, tell me, how is it that Nigeria did not even qualify for this? Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Miss Ima. Yeah, good morning,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Maswell. Yeah. Yesterday I watched the match, and Messi was informed yesterday. He did great yesterday. He was the man of the match. But the one you talked about, the last World Cup, Messi was not really in his best, in the last World Cup. And we almost
Okay.
won Argentina in the last World Cup. We almost
Do you
won.
also
It's
you
just
remember?
it's just the last one. Yes, it's just the last penalty they gave to them that Nigeria
Yes,
caused that made them have
yes. It
uh,
was played at night.
the
Oh dear.
advantage. Yeah. So Messi was already scared of Nigeria at the last World Cup. He was scared that they are going to lose to Nigeria because Nigeria was good last World Cup. So, and Messi himself is a fan of Nigerian team. So if anytime see, he's always hope when Nigeria is around. Messi is always a fan of Nigeria. He always support Nigeria because he knows it's a good team. So that is just for that. Today now is a France and a Morocco. I know the game is going to
Okay.
be very tough. Yeah.
Okay, but I was asking, how is it that we didn't make it to? How is it that we didn't make it to the World Cup, or did we fall out to the early stage?
No, we did not follow the early stage. It just that we were fighting to. I think the last match we played with Ghana, to qualify to World Cup, and
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and
I push you. I
Ghana
push
did
you people
themselves.
out. I push you people
Yeah,
out.
yeah, Ghana themselves were. Everybody have to play to make sure their aim is to go to World Cup. So Ghana themselves they defeat Nigeria and they made it to World Cup. So it's just for that. There's nothing much. And
Okay.
Ghana when Ghana see Nigeria, they love Nigeria so much. So they will do
We
everything
are
to make sure
one. We are one.
Nigeria don't make it.
You
Okay.
see,
So
sister man,
Yes, yes. Okay.
let me join my brother Nas. Good morning to you, my brother, and good morning to everybody. You see, the one of the most difficult thing for me to chew is seeing Nigeria and Ghana fighting for elimination when it comes to sports, especially soccer. That is my biggest problem. I can't stand it. because belonging to two parts, which one am I going to support? That is the problem I have. I never wanted them to meet. But for your information, if not for away go rule, Ghana didn't beat Nigeria. They drew here, they played 1-1 in Nigeria. If not for the away go rule, maybe they could have gone penalty, anything could have happened. So for those of them that are saying Ghana beat Nigeria, no, it was just an elimination, but Ghana did not beat Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Machiavelli, let's chip in on the spot before we move into the papers properly. Welcome to the broadcast.
Well,
Good to have everyone here.
yeah, thank you very much. Sorry if you have a noise in the background. I'm just about to move as well. Thank you very much, my fellow panelists. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to you, Miss Ima, and good morning to my concerned citizens around the globe. Well, you talk about the sport, like what just Mr. Vimas was said. That is true. Nigeria and Ghana has been logging hells to make sure that we always qualify. It's always been a tough match when it comes to Nigeria and Ghana. But the problem we have is that the Super Eagles of Nigeria not being able to qualify for the World Cup is based on politics. And our boys, we have the boys, we have everything. But the Nigerian itself, the Nigerian NFA, when you have somebody who does not understand sport, you are putting somebody, a minister of sport, somebody who read a Greek, you are saying the person to come and be the minister of sport. Look at Cameroon today. They have Samuel Eto'o, who was an ex-footballer of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, being the Cameroonian FA chairman. Our Nigerian, we can never find ourselves in situations like that. You have somebody who does not even know anything that has to do with sport, being the chairman or the NFA chairman, and does not know how to, maintain this. Our boys, we have most of our talented boys around the globe, in different, clubs around the globe, but they do well, but we don't know how to assemble them. That is our problem. So another thing is, it's just that our politics is also going into our sport and it's not making it good. This is my concern. And for the World Cup, it's been a very good one. You can see Morocco, the likes of Hakim Ziyech, and what's it called, Ashraf Hakimi, who are very good. They were born elsewhere. They were not born in Morocco, but they decided to play for the country because this is they believe that they can make the nation proud. And we have things like that. These are this is the reason why I support Morocco. But I know it's going to be a tough match because you have the likes of Kylian Mbappe, you have the likes of Olivier Giroud playing for the national team in France. And you see the French national team, they collected the best among around the globe, and they made a formidable team. And to beat the French national team is very, very hard. But looking at the Moroccan side, who has a very formidable team, well-constructed team, and a very good coach, they are determined. And I'm very much in support of them because they are Africans like me. So I will support my fellow Africans. But I just pray that they'll be able to beat France today and, go ahead and beat the Argentina and win the World Cup. So I just pray for that. Thank you.
Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, that one where you said you supported Morocco, is France will beat them today, you will see. Going to beat them now.
My fellow brother, you can understand. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm very sure with what the Moroccans have, with the determination, going to the semi-final is going to be a tough task for the French national team. Trust me, I know they have the best.
This is history.
Let's move on.
History has made by Morocco the first African country to hit the semi-finals of the World Cup.
And that is why I want them to win the World Cup.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for that. Thank you very much. Let's move on, please. So we have in the news, Nigeria leads in yam production, exports none, and that's by Buhari. Buhari was speaking to, I'll get back the name, but he had some guests over, and he was, talking to them about his tenure, that he has tried. Okay, that Nigeria is a we're a country of very large people, diverse cultures, problems, and and all that, and saying that he has tried his best. He has tried it. When he talked about the area of the agriculture, he said Nigeria leads in yam production. Now, it doesn't say if it is in Africa or the entire world, but says that Nigeria leads in yam production, but we export none. And that's amazing. That's really, really amazing, because a tuber of yam right now goes for nothing less than 2,000 naira. I mean, what a family of four will eat right now goes for. So if we are saying that we are the highest, or we lead in yam production, and yam is like hot cake. If it is so expensive for us to buy it here at home, if shouldn't we have enough? Shouldn't people be? It should be what, how you can go to somebody's farm and you just, those are like things you can just pick up, food leftovers. No, you cannot try it. Not yam, not yam, with how expensive it is, and so it just shows that the president is not in touch with his ministers. He is not. So why pick people that will not, like it's stated in one of that that the president was lied to regarding the 90 something trillion naira that has to do with duty stamp. So who lied? Because as far as we know, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele went to Dara to go and clear himself, went to Dara, and now other people are going to Dara to clear themselves, and we are having reports that the president was lied to regarding that. And so the issue has come up again, and it will be dealt with. So these are the issues. We need somebody who is going to be in touch with his people, with his ministers, coming out to say that we lead, but we do not. How we go take exports? We don't see him chop already for this country. This is amazing. All right. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast today. Yes, I think we've taken all the stories on here, all the stories. Yeah, let me take this one story. I did so yesterday, but I'm going to be saying it again today. The big story out here is Inec vows prosecution of voters card buyers and sellers. Commission insists on beavers to combat PVC fraud. Now, they devised another means. Your PVC that is being sold, or that is being bought, they are not going to use it to cast a vote on that election day. They are going to deny you the privilege of casting a vote. That's just what they are doing. So imagine the hundreds and millions of people who they are going to buy their vote, and they don't get to carry out their exercise, their own rights. Please, let's do better. Don't sell your birthright over 5,000 naira, because that's what you are doing. Don't sell your destiny. Don't sell your generations. Don't buy hardship with 5,000, because that is what you are doing. You are buying hardship with 5 or 10,000 naira. So please don't. That's your PVCs. That is what secures you a better Nigeria, a better future. So please hold on to it and do the needful. Thank you. We are open for submissions. All right, my gentlemen, let's go. Brother Nice, let's go.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ima, once again. Thank you, my panelists and those on the comment section. Ms. Ima, I saw a video yesterday. I'm very angry with Nigerian government. And today you came out to tell us that see what Buhari said, we are exporting yam, that we are the whether it's the best exporter of yam or not, all those things.
We lead in yam production. Like no country produces as much yam as we do, but we do not export.
Okay, we lead in yam production.
Yes.
Okay. What about this thing, the rice pyramid they exposed in Abuja the last time? We have that kind of rice pyramid they exposed in Abuja, and Nigerians are hungry. There's no food in the market. The price of foodstuff is hiking, So Today now is telling us that a yam issue again. And this yam now is not in the market for people to use to feed. So tell me the reason why they are coming out to tell us that we have those things and when Nigerians are hungry. Tell me. Yesterday, there's a video that is on my workshop. A container, do you know the container they used to ship cars? A bag of this thing, of money, Nigerian money, were loaded inside a full container and everything was rust. People went to open the container. The container was filled of bag of money, load of money. And when they discharged the bags from the container, everything was rust. Nairas. It's somebody that did that to Nigeria. So when I saw that, the video is still on my WhatsApp. So those guys that were there, they were videoing it, and people were carrying load of money that is rust. And those people were commenting that Nigerians are weak. The Nigerian government is weak. They are wicked. Look at the money people have to hide in this container, and they are suffering. You know, these are the people. These politicians are doing that to Nigeria. The rice pyramid they exposed the last time in Abuja. Today, that rice is not in the market for people to buy and eat and feed themselves. You see that these people are just playing with Nigerians. They are mocking us, you know. So I'm very angry with the wickedness of Nigerian politicians. I'm very, very angry with them. You understand? But I thank God that somebody else is coming to change the status quo. Thank you so very much.
All right, Brother Nice, thank you so very much. Yes, today we are having the chat today, so all of this and more would be coming on the chat. If you have not seen that video, do well to join me by 1 p.m. If you have seen the video, still do well to join me by 1 p.m. We will be talking on which way in Nigeria. As we draw closer to the elections, there will be high, sensitization going on every
You have the video with you, You have the
Yes,
video
sir.
with
I
you.
have it. It will be coming up during the chat today. We'll be having these discussions and many other fraudulent activities. I mean, it's just here in the papers that people are illegally giving out presidency plate number and government plate number to people who are using it for illegal business. That is dangerous. That is dangerous, and we need to raise our voices, raise alarm on that. Even beyond all of this, the need for us to do better. Have we noticed how they are killing some politicians? It looks like the good ones that are taking office, they are taking them out because they know that the chances of them entering office is very, very high. So please do well to join me today, 1 p.m. on the chat for Which Way Nigeria. We will be looking at what is happening right now, looking at what has become a norm. Please join me. Thank you. Let's move on to Mr. Vine Maxwell. Mr. Vine Maxwell, let's have your submission, please.
Thank you so much, and good morning once again, Sister Emma. Good morning to my co-panelists and our viewers all over the world and those in the comment section. Sister Emma, it is on the known that during the NSAS, presidential protocol vehicles were used to convey anti-NSAS protest. The videos were there. So it is not today this thing started. They used their vehicles to convey people that came to attack the NSAS people. Which vehicles were they using? They were using presidential protocol vehicles. The videos are there. So it is not today. If they are going to combat it, they should start combating it from the top there, from top to bottom. NNPC, the reps, instructing, oil marketers or NNPC. No, you see what I told you before, that they have no right, whether you consider it a national security threat or whatever. No, Immediately after our discussion here, the following day, Femi Falana's son made the same comment that in a very broader way, you have no right. You have refineries that are lying down there in comatose. You can't revive them. You are busy export. You see, you take your own crude oil, you send it out there, you pay freights, you pay charges, you send it over there. Then you refine, you pay for refining, you now convert it back into your own country with other expenses. Tell me, when you bring that produce and begin to distribute it with the added and landing costs and so on and so forth, how much are you going to sell it? These are business people. How much are you going to sell it? The reason why these things are happening is that NMPC, which is responsible for all these things, is trying to upgrade the price of petroleum products in Nigeria. When they systematically create this artificial scarcity, they are directly, conditioning your mind into, Nigerians. You know how they behave. You know how our people behave. Oh, even if at 350, in as much as we can see it and buy, instead of wasting this time and so on and so, bring it. This is what they are doing. The same thing Sam Femi Falana said after we had the discussion here 2 or 3 days after. You see, these are things that these people design in order to make more profit, and they are very, very insensitive to the plight of Nigerians. That is that. For Buhari to say you produce the leading producer of yam in the world or Nigeria, I don't know. Anyway, if it is in Africa or in the world, then you are producing such thing and you are not exporting. You are not adding value. Added is a value content, added value to the produce that you are producing. Then how will you make foreign forest from it? We all know that insecurity is one of the things that is killing the agricultural sector. Farmers can no longer go to their various farms. People are paying the terrorists before they will get to their farms. Farms are destroyed by these people. These are some of the things that is going on in that country. And there is no country that will do that and things will go on in that particular. There is hunger in the land and people cannot go to the farm. And he is there telling, whosoever, that cares to know that Nigeria produces, highest, and they can. How is there any sense in that you produce something in a larger quantity that you can export? The mindset of every farmer is to make gain and profit or forest from the sale of his or her produce. But if this is the case, then I don't think that this man is in touch with what is happening in Nigeria. He is far, 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 far away from what is happening in Nigeria. Or his advisors are not, educating him very well enough to know that Nigeria is sick. Nigeria is living on oxygen. And they will come out and begin to tell this. I just pray that the NMPC will do the right thing, because if you continue this artificial scarcity of petroleum product, the people of Nigeria will suffer. It is out of this petrol that they use to power their houses and their establishment, companies, factories, which federal government has failed to provide them with power. You are creating more trouble for these people, the SMEs. You are creating more problem for them. You are creating more, problem for households, for parents, students in schools. Have they thought of that? Have they thought of that? Are they encouraging the use of, fossil fuels in the environment? Don't you know the impact these things will do in your environment? Sister Emma, thank you. God bless you. I'll rest my case.
All right, Mr. Vine, thank you very much for your submission. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. If you're just joining us, it's good to have you on here. Welcome to our newspaper review. Please join us. Do also like this broadcast. Thank you very much. Mommy Diaspora, I'm giving a big shout out to you. Emma Billion. See, I usually, when I see your Monica on here, I call it with this base, right? Emma Billion, is good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much. FFK Hungry Man, thank you for being on here with us. Your time is appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you to each and every one of you. Please don't make me swipe up. Let's move on to Mr. Machiavelli. Mr. Machiavelli, yes, hear what you have to say to us, sir.
Thank you very much, my lovely sister. And good morning to you once again, to all of you that are listening. I really thank Mr. Vine Master for that, that submission. I must applaud you. I'm not going to touch on that area anymore because you've already expatiated on it and let Nigerians know why, the reason why we are in this kind of situation, these people know. And it's time for Nigerians to start demanding what is really good governance. And on that note, I'm going to go on the one where you have the plate number. That is government plate number is being given to ordinary people for them to, use. Do you actually know that is a danger to national security? It's a danger. But by the time we start having people like Lai Mohammed, Minister of Information, telling you as well that the Boko Haram founder is former president and the flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Why now? Why are you telling us now? What are the security agencies doing? Is that not also a threat to national security? Why are you telling us now, Mr. Lai Mohammed? What is the security agency doing in Nigeria? What are they doing to ensure that this thing, they actually find the root and who? Before this thing, the advent of this Boko Haram, even the United States actually brought out the names of those people who are the commander-in-chief. What were our national security, what was our NSA, the DSS, what were they doing? This thing, they swept it under the carpet. Now there is election, we are trying to bring this propaganda. This is a minister of information. Hey, Nigerians, we don't know what we are playing with. We don't know what we are playing with. And these same people, even his own party, the person who is the vice presidential candidate of his own party, has been accused as well of this same thing. Where are we heading to? This is what makes me very, very, very angry, especially when it comes to Nigerians, that we are not demanding accountability. Buhari is talking this way. Minister of Information is talking the other way. You see the other ministries, they are talking the other way. We don't even know where we are going. Mr. Van Master was explaining something to you. It's a very serious thing because we Nigerians, we allow this thing to thrive, especially most of us in diaspora. It don't concern me. Now me dey my own. Now I don't know what it is. What are you talking about? If I'm comfortable where I am, I will not be bothered. But this is not my country of birth. I was born in Nigeria and I grew up there. It doesn't mean how many nationality I have. But where I come from, I must make sure it is safe. Because I earlier told most of us that are here who are still trying to say, and then no, if they give me 5,000, I'll just collect, go vote. You are doing yourself, you're not doing me. Because I'm already doing the little I can to ensure that the dividend of democracy is given to you. And to ensure that they don't steal back your right again as Nigerians. But if you feel that it is necessary for you to go and sell your vote, just because you want to make sure that these people, because they are your brothers or you have connection with one of them, to be honest with you, the suffering, when the suffering will come, you are going to see. You are going to see wherever you are. Because this thing is becoming too much that we don't want to talk and then no, because I don't already be yourself. Man, you need to wake up, because whatever passport you have, whether you are a United States citizen, whether you are an English person, whether you are an Austrian, you are an Italian, you are Spanish, look at what is written on place of birth. Then you are going to understand that there's fire on the mountain. Because when these people change their laws, you are going to be nowhere. Because some of us will say, hey, I'm a United States citizen, I'm a this one, I'm a British, I'm a this. Well, if you come to that time where you are going to know, they will start telling you that, oh, you were given nationality by social reason, but you are not born in this country. Then you have to go and take back your passport. But for me, I don't have much to say, because I'm really angry with the way they are running our country from top to bottom, just as they say. For those of you who are still patronizing them, may God continue. God will also visit you one day. Because since you want to keep Nigeria in clinical confinement, you don't want to change from this nonsense that these people are doing, and you are helping them to perpetuate the evil. God will visit you. That is all I want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you. Let's move on to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, how you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast today. Good morning to you.
I'm doing great, my sweetheart. How are you? Good morning.
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, my co-parents. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, Nigeria. And I say big good morning to our blessed morning, Mama Diaspora. Yeah, like it here. Good morning to you, man. Uh, man, I couldn't sleep. I decided to visit Nigeria Watch. You guys were just getting it hot. Yeah. So let me talk about the monetary aspect of what our brother Nice was talking about. Yo, when I saw that container, I was weak. You know how many trillions was wasted? About 2 weeks ago, we saw a 56-wheeler truck that was loaded, flatbed, that was loaded of naira that they were taking to the bank. All this money are in the northern part of Nigeria. And this is the same northern part of Nigeria that had or that is having the highest poverty range in that country. You see, if Nigeria was not a fair state, the owners of those money supposed to be arrested, locked up, and they will throw their keys to the lagoon. They will rot in jail. You know, any of them that is bringing that such amount of money to the bank, to swap to the newer currency, they're supposed to be arrested. You know, if you are bringing more than 1 million naira cash to the bank, or more than 10 million naira cash to the bank to be swapped, you're supposed to be arrested. The EFCC is supposed to go after them, arrest them, and make sure they go to jail. Look at those paper, look at those money that is being wasted. Look at that 40-feet container load of naira. And I believe the lowest bill on that container will not be more than 1,000 naira. That will be the lowest bill. And as you look at that container, definitely that is over 1 billion, or if it's not going to almost trillion naira. That money can build a state more than even like 1 or 2 states in everything. In Nigeria, even in America, that money, when you convert it to the US dollar, that money can build a state and make that state to run. And those are money that belongs to individuals, that they hold it in their house. And the government is keeping quiet. The governor or central bank is keeping quiet, because all of them are all birds of the same feather. They're all the same thing. I want to talk about what Buhari says about yam. It is true. Buhari is not, he didn't lie. There's no country in this world that produces yam more than Nigeria. There's none. In Africa, in Asia, in South America, Nigeria produce more yam. Like where I came from, our traditional food is yam. When I was growing up living at home, every evening my dad would eat pounded yam. Every evening, compulsory. If he's eating swallow, he has to be pounded yam. I've seen yams. Benin was known for yam, and in the north, in those days, they were known for yam. When you go to Kogi, Ibira, they were known for yam. And you see, the federal government of Nigeria give every state governors fertilizers. They give them fertilizers, they give them allowance to enable the state finance the farmers, for the farmers to be able to take loans, take fertilizers. Fertilizers were free. Take fertilizers and they go into their farm making business. But when it comes to south, southwest, southeast, those things doesn't work. Our governors will take it and they will start selling it. It is only 90% of the northern governors that take all those aid and give it back to the farmers. Fertilizers are free. They give it back to the farmers to use for their production of their farming. But when you come down to our region, our governors are greedy. Those things, they will start selling them to the farmers, or they will ship them out of the country. E.g., let's look at the COVID-19 thing, that all of them were eating those food items. Because of their greed, some of those food items they expire. Some of them people cannot even eat it because of their greed and selfishness. You see, these are the problems that we are facing before the coming of these Fulani men that are now ravaging in every farms and every villages and every city in our country. These are the things that drove farmers away from the farm. Other state governors are fighting them, but in our state in Benin, our governor is just mute. Does not concern them because they are getting paid. Even the Chinese we have in Benin now that are all in our farmland, in our forests, looking for mineral resources, natural resources, searching for gold, searching for diamonds, searching for oil and everything in our forest. How come none of them has been attacked by the Fulani S-men or by the kidnappers? Because the government, the governors, they settled them. They paid all these criminals. They paid their warhead. They paid them, settled them, and allow these foreigners to do what they want to do in our forest. But the common man, who is a citizen of that state, his life is not secure. His life is not secure. It's very, very bad. And let's also look into our oil setup. The reason why the Nigerian people right now seeing an oil shortage in Nigeria is because for the past 2-3 years, the oil, the fuel, the diesel that we have been selling or buying in Nigeria, 85% are all black market. They are all black market. They are being cooked by our brothers and sisters in the riverine areas of Bayelsa, of Bayelsa, Warri, Port Harcourt, and all over. These are boys that are learn these things in working with all the chevrons and all these petroleum company. They decide to start doing black market because of the failure of the government. So those black market fuel has been the thing surviving Nigeria's movement. So now since they decide to go after them, they decide to go after them. These are the reason why we are now receiving shortage of petroleum and diesel in Nigeria, because the government cannot produce more. Because the reason why they bankrupted all our refineries not to work is to enable the government of Nigeria to steal more money, by taking this thing outside Nigeria. Because it didn't ship out 500 or 1 billion barrels in a day.
All right. Please round up the submission so we can move on. Thank you very much.
Okay. So for them to steal more, they have to bankrupt all our refineries so that they can be able to ship out and bring back about 20% of what they took out. So all these things are all evil manipulation by this so-called government. What Nigeria as a country needs right now. I've been saying this for a very long time in our platform before these days. Back then, I was attacked by our lovely people, our patriotic people, but now they now see the reason why. Nigeria need war. It is only war that can bring settlement to all this corruption that is going on in the country. The war it will be a civil war that will be the poor versus the rich and the politicians. That's the kind of war that Nigeria needs. Blood has to be shed. These politicians has to be killed.
Oh.
Without that, we are still going to be moving around with this. We are all fighting now for obedient movement to come in. But the real matter is this: Obi has no structure. We have to be truthful. Despite the people are the structure, but the structure is this: the people is going to cast this.
I'm sorry, I have to cut you right in there. That's going off topic, and aside that your time.
Sorry, I wanted to make a point. There was where I was driving to. If you can just give me 20 seconds to wrap it up.
All right, Engineer Ken.
Thank you very much. This is where I was driving to. Labour Party is going to win the election, but Labour Party has no big representative in the House of Senate and the House of Representatives. And when Obi comes in, being as a strong man, being as a man that hates corruption, is going to fight corruption, but corruption is going to fight back because corruption is bigger than him. Corruption has more ground in the Senate. Corruption has more ground in the presidency. Corruption has more ground in the House of Rep. So at the end, they're going to pinch him. They're going to declare state of emergency, and they're going to pinch him. That is where that was the point that I'm trying to make, and that is where these politicians are saying that Labour Party has no structure, because that's what they're going to do. That's their plan. So for things to work well, we need a war that will cleanse all this men, just like what Wallace did in Ghana. That will take all this men out, send them to their grave, so that Nigeria will have the fresh beds. Thank you for my submission. Thank you for this great opportunity.
All right, Engineer Ken, thank you very much. Let's move on to Starkeys. Starkeys, thank you for your time. Please, let's have your submission. Please unmute your mic.
Good morning, all. Thank you, everyone that is listening to us and is with us present. I thank you, Emma, for your effort on daily basis to make sure that we get the right Nigeria. May God bless you. Thank all the Nigeria watch. Quickly, I would like to go on the issue of our president saying that Nigeria is the yam producer. Yes, he said just the fact, and there is nothing like the truth he said. You know, this is what we are talking about. We have everything it takes to live good life in Nigeria, but we don't have the people to manage Nigeria well. Because coming to the yam issue, is quite very well known that Nigeria we produce yam.
I'm so sorry. I might have to come back to you. There is there's something playing in your background. There's a media playing on your. Oh, that's not you. Oh,
It's not me.
go on, engineer Ken. Please endeavor to keep your mic on mute, please. Thank you. On ahead. Thank you. Sorry about that.
All right. So as I was saying that in the yam we produce yam in the way that I don't see any other country that will come to us in terms of yam, and that is what Obi is talking about. That we have fertile land that will give us everything. Like when last I was in Nigeria, if you go some northern part of Nigeria, because when I was in Nigeria, I trade on food stuff. There is some places as of 2011, 2012, that's the last time I was in Nigeria. There are some places that you go, you will buy 100 tubers of yam as of 2011 to 12 for 700, 500, 100 tubers of yam. And if you go some villages like that, you will see that they don't have the means to bring those things in so that they can sell it at the good price. Not only that, there is some people, as in the part of Nigeria where I based and I do stay, you will see some people who have their farm. A person in a farm, one person we get about 2,000, not 2,000 yam as in 2,000, but we get about 10,000 yam. A person in a farm, one person. I'm talking of one person. Check up. Then imagine if there is 100 or 200 people that are doing such farm like that. This is not what to say that they say, is what I know and I was into. So we have it, but what are we doing with it? At the end, you will see some people will farm and harvest that yam, and they will even not have the means to take it to the town to sell it in the good price that they can use to feed their family or make their or take care of their needs. At the end, you will see that the person that is working is doing such work and making such effort to earn his good living. At the end, he will end up with nothing with him, because we don't have the good load or the good means to get the food in the right way. So this is what we are talking. We don't have government. We don't have good government that we do. At the end, you see, some people will get tired. We say, after all, if I make all my effort, I spend all my time, waste all my time in doing this thing. At the end, I will not make any good use of it. I will not even see the means to transport it to sell it in the good price that can be useful to me and I will take care of my family. So it's very, very bad that we have everything that it needs to live fine in Nigeria. But at the end, it seems as if, look at the rate of poverty that we are into, second in the world. But it's the country that have everything. Some of these yam, you can, some farmers don't even fertilize their yam, and it doesn't affect them. They will get good yam. Come to not even so only part of the north. You go to somewhere like Aniocha Delta State, Ibuzo, Anam, all those places, they cultivate, because it's what I was into before I left Nigeria. They are, you will see, they are doing very well in farm, most especially this yam of product. They are doing very well in it with so many strategies that they are using to cultivate yam. So if he says so, it's not that he's lying. He's just saying nothing but the truth. But what are we doing with it? In that the same part of Nigeria, if you go some places like Onitsha, Lagos, if you are not rich, you cannot afford to get yam. And even not even the traders, the people that are trading it, that they will say that they are doing much better. Because at times you will buy yam there in maybe in the north, you will buy it at good price, but before it will reach like somewhere like Lagos or Port Harcourt or Onitsha, the whole profit that you might have gotten has went into the transport, because they don't have road. We don't have the road. So at the end, maybe even the person who bought it cheap will not even get good profit on it. Not even to talk of the people that are producing it. They will not have the means to bring it out to say at the good price. So you see that we are going nowhere. Just like we are just going around. So we need the good government who will look at all those things. And I think that is the message that Toby is preaching. And another thing coming to this money that this guy.
All right, Sakis, please round off your submission. Please round off your submission. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. I'm talking about the money that they saw that they are saying. This is a pure wickedness, because those money that are wasting. Even though I saw that video yesterday, I saw it yesterday. It pains me, because this kind of things, those money now, even if you don't want to go out there and give it to people, use it and build hospitals. I think it will attach even more blessing to you. There are some people, there is some part of Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, women are delivering in the house because they don't have money to go to hospital. Some don't even have food to eat. If you use that money and build like factory, get make some investment, you can even end some unemployment. You can put food on people's table. So I think Nigeria has a lot to do.
All right, Starkeys, thank you very much for that submission. Thank you. If you are just joining us, you have been here and you are yet to like the broadcast, please take out time to like the broadcast. Greg Bayero, how are you doing? Thanks for being on here. Yes, so we do not want war, but you know what they say, right? Don't push. I mean, we have been pushed. We hope that they don't keep pushing. People are just relaxed. Governments are not doing their beats. They're not doing what they should be doing. It's oh dear, it's a lot on here. It's a lot being a Nigerian right now. It's a lot, home or abroad, especially at home. All right, let's move on to Mr. Chubuzo. Mr. Chubuzo, how you doing, Mr. Chubuzo?
Yeah, good day, everybody listening. Good day, the panelists. I just came into this program. I just hear some few 10 feet of Naira note. So I didn't know exactly what transpired to that. So can you give me a little bit of highlight on that, please?
Oh yes, Mr. Chibuzo. Okay, but that will be coming up much later on the chat today by 1 p.m. I'll be bringing the video. In somewhere in
Okay,
Benue
okay.
State, it was discovered that's not a container of of destroyed money was there for so long that it got bad. And we are talking about a whole container, Mr. Chibuzo. That's the most heartbreaking, one of the most heartbreaking things I've seen. But
No, no.
let's have your question, please.
You said what? I couldn't hear you properly.
All
Hello?
right, I'm saying yes. I'm saying we would have that conversation on the chat. We'll have the conversation
Okay.
on. But
Okay.
before you even go on, Mr. Chibuzo, please, why you not liking the broadcast? Please take out time to like the broadcast. Just click on the thumbs up, and that's all you have to do. Please take out time to like the broadcast. Sorry for as many that are trying to come in. We're rounding off already, but we'll be back here by 1
Okay.
p.m. to talk extensively
All right.
on everything. So please do well to join us. Sorry, Mr. Chibuzo.
No, it's fine. You have even network problem there. Your network is so bad. Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yes, Mr.
Yes, you can
Chibuzo.
hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Emma, your network is very bad. Hello? No, the whole network is very bad.
Go ahead. Go
Mr.
ahead. We are
Chibuzo,
listening to you.
okay,
Go ahead.
let me move on. Mr. Chibuzo, I think it's your network that is bad. So let me move on
No,
to
it's
Mr.
yours.
Chibuzo.
It's yours. It's
So just
yours.
go
That
ahead
is
with your
what.
submission, Mr. Chibuzo. Just go ahead with your submission. We can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I was asking you is what is trending, because I just heard the highlight of the 10 feet of container. You said that program will be highlighted around 1. So I don't know exactly what the topic of this moment is. That is what I want to know. Please highlight me.
So, from one of the papers, okay, let's take this one that has to do with customs, saying that people are using government plate numbers and even the they are using it to smuggle in vehicles, using it to smuggle in rice and other things from outside, and even in here it is being used, being used illegally. These are people that are not working in this organization, or should ideally not even have this, but they are working on it and giving it to them. That's it, please.
Yeah, but one thing you must understand is you can see the atmosphere of Nigeria currently. What is really happening inside Nigeria? Because this very government have, empowered some group of alliances to disengage Nigerians, especially in terms of insecurity, atrocities, lack of governance, corruption, all kind of manners of illicit transaction. All these people in government and those who have connection in the government are doing. It's a simple fact. The government is corrupt. The people also are corrupt. Things are getting tough in Nigeria. People are looking for every means. Government is bounding, not producing, making things expensive, and the people are looking for every alternative to make sure that everything went well in Nigeria. So people are using all kind of means to do all kind of atrocities, using government resources to confuse authorities so that they can be able to manipulate the system, whether it's through government or force, not through government. But people are looking for every means to succeed. If you can go to the street of Nigeria and find AK-47 by individual arming themselves, you ask yourself a question: who give these people AK-47 to operate in Nigeria? It's the same people in the border, it's the same government, it's the same civilians, the same indigenous of Nigerians trying to use this opportunity and destabilize Nigeria. I mentioned this thing last time. Do you know how much AK-47 bullet cost? When you look at the physics of those people who are carrying that AK-47, they cannot be able to even buy the bullet of that AK-47. So that means somebody is behind all the whole atrocity they are committing. So, but what I'm trying to say is everything lies in the hand of the government. The policies of the government will drive the country forward. The policies of the government will drag the country down. If the country rise, people rise. If the country fall, the people fall. Government have a lot of things to do in Nigeria, but it's so funny that the current government we have is a government that does not investigate, a government that does not obey orders, government that does not listen to the people. Everything they said goes. If you try to object them, the government will come after you. So, and this is a military style of government that we are still hanging on today. And this is what Nigeria they don't want. In my own case, I will advise everybody, we are coming to 2023. It's a very important. I see Tinubu when he was mentioning that everybody should get their PVC. I heard that thing in one of his conference. That's to show you that the system have changed. It's no more rigging as usual because he knows that there is no way he will go there with his old style of government, old style of election and win that election currently without the PVC. And people of Nigeria, the youth, the people of Nigeria need to acquire PVC to vote these people out so that we can have this country back. Nigeria they are suffering. Look at the minimum wage in Nigeria. Look at the minimum wage. I was mentioning about minimum wage where P2B increases to 100,000. A lot of people were objecting me, telling me that a lot of industries will pull out from Nigeria. Do you know how much is minimum wage in America? Do you know how much is minimum wage in the UK? Do you know how much is minimum wage in Japan? But there is a lot of industries driving in those countries, of which if Nigeria go to minimum wage of 100,000, that country will rocket like a rocket. Everything will be moving. Investors will be attracted because they have a purchasing power. Currently, with our level of minimum wage, we don't have a purchasing power. And that is why investors are running. So I will advise everybody, we are going to 2023 election. It's a very good development. A lot of electoral act has been changed. People are feeling the heat. You can feel it yourself. Everybody can feel it that the electoral act have changed. And that is why they are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they derail the system, and which is not going to work. The only thing that can make it not work is us not going there and vote these people out. If we do that, Nigeria will go forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chubuzo. I hope I am heard loud and clear. Mr. Yes, Mr. Kennedy, how you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast. Please unmute your mic, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you very much. I'm driving. I don't think I can talk now because I'm in Nigeria already. I just want to shout out at all of you. Iman, nice talking to you from Nigeria. I'll join you tomorrow because I'm driving now. Thank you very much. Sorry about it.
All right. I'm not sure I can't hear anything. If any other person can, please let me know.
Yes, he said he's in Nigeria
All right,
now and he's
Mr. Kennedy,
driving.
your mic seems to be muted, so let's move on. All right, thank you to each and every one of you on this broadcast with us today. I hope you have taken out time to like this broadcast. Please take out time to like this broadcast. It's been a good one. It's been impactful. So please engage, support us by liking the broadcast. Thank you very much. A big shout out to each and every one of you on here. And I'm also inviting you, let us continue the conversations by 1 p.m. on the chat. Let us talk. So the developing story, one of the police representatives, I don't know if she's the rep of Benue State, but she's out to say that what was found is not rotten naira, that it is crushed papers. Now crushed paper, now on take on a time they use rubber band and all that. Okay, please join me by 1 p.m. to discuss all of this and much more. Yes, this way Nigeria will be coming up today as we move closer to the elections. We need to be picking up the things that we should be changing, and but the only way we can change this is to vote right. Please,
We can hear you well.
remember this.
Emma.
Do well to get your PVC. PVC is out and in distribution. Disbursement is currently going on, and this would be the last batch. After now, this is it. You would, I don't know who is going to take Inec to court for the process to continue, but for now, this is it. So do a rush, go now, get it now. Don't look at time, don't look at next week. Try to avail yourself. This is as much as important. And to those engaging in vote buying and vote selling, do not sell your birthright. It is never worth it. It is never worth it. So my panelists, thank you for today. It's been a good broadcast. I've had a wonderful time with each and every one of you. I'm so sorry. Apologies. We'll be back here by 1 p.m. So please, uh, please take out time, do well to, take out time and do well to join us. Come in early, turn on your notification bell so you get notified once we go on live. Thank you very much. I move on to my panelists now for them to give their final submission. Mr. Maxwell, let's have your final submission, please.
Thank you so much, Sister Emma, and may God bless you for giving me this opportunity. I would like to speak on the IPOB, the faction you spoke about. You see, there is no faction in IPOB. What you see there is people who were mandated under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to carry out the functions of an agitating group. And when he was arrested, when he was kidnapped, illegally kidnapped in Kenya, these guys failed to do what they're supposed to do. Then one of them that you mentioned, Simon Ekpa, picked up from where they, refused to do what they're supposed to do. And I don't believe that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will see what is going to work for him and achieve his vital aim and leave it. And that's exactly what Simon Ekpa is saying. So many of them are not happy with what he's doing, and that is why they are calling for his arrest all over the places. And these same people that are calling for his arrest in Finland has never spoke well or spoke vigorously the way they are speaking against this guy now. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in a court of appeal, Abuja, discharged him, what is he still doing in the DSS or cell? This is what they refuse to do. I do not know the reason why they are doing what they are doing, but as time goes on, time will only tell. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
All right, Mr. Maxwell, thank you very much for that. I'll move on to Starkis. Starkis, please give your final submission. Thank you.
All right. My final submission also go to the issue of the IPOB. I would like to say that this time now everybody now is looking for something in the whole hand, because they have tried to intimidate or accuse the level of everything which they could not find. So they are now looking for anything possible that they will say that this is what the level did or that. So I would like those people to investigate them and know where the people come, and if they will put to law, they put them to law immediately, so that they would not come and be saying that is this, before people will hold something to intimidate or accuse anyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that submission, Starkis. Mr. Chubuzo, let's have your final submission, please.
Thank you once again. As you can see how Nigerians are going, things are going very, very wrong in Nigeria. According to the news you can hear, we are receiving insecurity all over. This is December, and everybody have to be very cautious of themselves. Those who are living abroad coming home have to, look very, very careful because of insecurity. You never know when you will run into these criminal elements. So everybody have to be very careful. Nigeria is not a safe place for anybody to. It's not a travel destination for me now. I don't know those who are in Nigeria. Though those who are in Nigeria, they see all the thing that is really happening, but you never know where they hide. They don't know where they are. So I would advise anybody going to Nigeria have to be very careful. If you have a serious project, I would advise you to leave it until after election. Then you can continue your project, because even your own brother can sell you out. Even your own sister can sell you out. Even your own kingsmen can sell you out. So everybody have to be very careful this December. That's all I can tell them for now. Everybody have to be very careful in this Nigeria that we are advocating for. We love Nigeria, we're quite all right, but somebody came there and tried to divide us, put us on into runnings. So we have to be very, very careful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chibuzo. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for being on this broadcast with us. Engineer Ken, let's have your final submission, please. Engineer Ken, I hope you turn on your notification bell and join us by 1 p.m. Let's have your final submission, sir.
He said before that he is not joining because he is driving and that he will join
Okay.
maybe in the afternoon. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh no, that wasn't. That was Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, are you available?
No, it's not Mr. Kennedy. It's Sarkis. I said that Mr. Kennedy said that he's driving. He cannot join now for conversation.
Okay, okay. All right, all right. Thank you. I missed that. All right, thank you very much. As it is, that is all we can take on our newspaper review today. It's been a good one. Yes, it's been a good one. We'll be
Mrs.
catching reactions.
Mrs.
and
Emma, Mrs. Emma, let me say hello to you. I'm in Nigeria, so you didn't hear when I spoke initially. Yes, that's why I've
Yeah.
not been joining the show. Yes, how you doing?
Well, thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Welcome back home.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'll probably join the chat later on today.
All right, Mr. Kennedy, to be good to
Okay.
have you on there. Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
God bless.
Enjoy the rest of the
Thank
day.
you.
Please stay safe. Please
Bye
stay
bye.
safe. Safe, sir. All right, sir. All right. Please join us by 1 p.m. today for the chat. Let us talk. Let us analyze these things. These people just makes then they whine us. Will somebody pack paper and use rubber ring to bandits and pack them? What kind of paper is that? Nigerian police force. What do you guys think we are? Apparently they're not weigh us at all. So please join me by 1 p.m. Let us look at these things. Let us analyze each and every one of these things. And the president said he has done his best. Let us be very careful. And I have a video of a certain presidential candidate. I mean, if this man is already like this, what best should we be expecting? Because there are levels to this best. If everything happening right now, Barry will hit his chest and said, "I have done my best," then we need to start looking at these people and start. From here, we can tell the kind of best you are bringing to the table. Please join me by 1 p.m. To my amazing panelists, thank you. Thank you for being on here with me. Thank you very much. City Nigeria, waiting been a while. What is the now to which of the story got you saying now? Let me know. Please join me by 1 p.m. I look forward to having you on here with me. But before you leave, take out time to like this broadcast. To my amazing panelists, please take out time to like this broadcast. Please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you very much. And when you are coming in the afternoon, please come ready to support me. Come ready to show some love also. I can't wait to have to see each and every one of you during the afternoon broadcast. So until then, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please like this broadcast just before you exit. Bye bye. See you later on.